Monday, we start off tame. Tuesday, we keep it classy. Wednesday, we let loose a little. Thursday, we start to get restless. Friday, it's time to get nasty. Saturday, we let it all hang out.
So young nigga got the sauce on it. Boast like a young nigga was rocks on it. Pull up on your shorty, have a sauce on it. So young nigga got the sauce on it.
Alright, so in this video I'm simply just showing you my current workout regimen. So this particular regimen I am focusing on a hybrid approach because I want the aesthetics of a bodybuilder, the athletics of an athlete, and the strength of a powerlifter. So for all my anime fans out there, we basically want to become like Baki Hanma in real life. So, I start off with, a little warm-up sesh, let me grease in the groove and warm up the muscles. So, do the upper body and warm up with the pull. I forget what those things are called, but they're like good for like greasing the groove for the shoulders. And then I, go on to like these leg swings because, I want that, I need that need that mobility for my legs. And I don't want my legs to be weak and cold. Like, what happens to a rubber band when it's super cold? I know I'm not saying this is the same thing, but it's kind of like similar aspects. So anyways, so this first superset I do is I do the searcher squats, which I actually picked up from this YouTuber by the name of Will Brooks, who focuses on weightlifting and jiu-jitsu. So he focuses on functional strength, and I actually liked that about this particular type of squat. It's more of a functional strength, which I can correlate into actual martial arts. So I do about 6 reps of those, and then I superset these with body weight pull-ups. It's a nice little starter superset of mine. So for like lower body workouts, I go a powerlifting standard max, which is like pretty low reps, and then with upper body I go for like bodybuilding / martial arts rep maxes. So for lower body I'll do like maybe 6 to 8 reps, and for upper body I'll do like 12 to 15. If I'm strong enough, I'll probably do more. So after the first superset of 3 sets, I'll go to my next superset sets, which is floor line bench presses for a max of 15, and then superset that with body weight pistol squats. Now the thing I love about the pistol squats is one of the most simple yet effective ways of progressive overload when it comes to doing bodyweight squats. So if you're familiar with bodyweight squats, and if you can crank those out for like 100 plus reps on some one punch man tip, man, one of the best ways to switch things up is to simply get rid of a limb. In this case, you only doing one-legged squats. And this particular squat, which I really love about it, is like not only does it target your legs, it also targets your core, because balance is required to be able to hit these bad boys effectively and without losing your balance. So like if I were to lose my balance, I would consider that a whole set, and which pushes me to make sure that I keep my balance the entire time. So after I do 3 sets of those, I go to another superset, which will be the last superset of the day, which is an ab roll. In this case, I like to do like the TRX bands. I forget how many reps I did of these. I want to say I did 10, but I know at least it was over 10. Because as a martial artist, that core is important. And I try my best to go all the way out with the ab roll out. And after that, I superset with a shoulder press, with a dumbbell shoulder press. I don't know why I chose to use these light. I could have gone heavier, but at the same time, I know my limits. So after the weightlifting aspect is done, I go straight into my martial arts training. So a little boxing, a little kickboxing, a little mixed shift Muay Thai, because I'm not actually training Muay Thai. Like I watched YouTube videos and I practice on my own, but I never did some like legit Muay Thai training. I will soon in the future. It's one of the things I want to cross off my bucket list is to actually get into some Muay Thai training, whether it be a local gym here in Atlanta or actually go to Muay Thai, which would be dope. And then of course mixing some capoeira into the mix. You know, just look at that beautiful jingle. I got those kicks, you know what I'm saying? And right around there, when I try to do my little tornado kick, that's when I kind of like messed up my foot. I don't know why I was too busy trying to show off. And you know, if you know about how injuries work, when you injure yourself, that kind of like messes up your whole entire performance. So after I do about 3 rounds of those, I usually would go to the treadmill after this, but I didn't want to record myself going on the treadmill because, yeah, who wants to watch me be on the treadmill for 45 minutes? Anyways, after the treadmill, then I'll go straight into my post-workout stretch, which I mainly like to utilize the time to like practice my splits. Because I like at my slight old age, I'm only 31. Going on about to be 32, but you know, I like to keep my flexibility going on so that I can stay moving the way I move as I get older, and I refuse to lose out on my flexibility. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's day 1. So day 2 would be like a cardio type of day or a skills type of day, whether it be I focus strictly on martial arts or parkour. So today, on this particular day, I was at an actual parkour gym, which I had a whole lot of fun with. Yeah. So now we're going to Wednesday, you know. Wednesday is another strength focused type of day. So, you know, every day before we work out, we've got to warm up. You got to warm up the body. We can't work out on a cold system, or else we're gonna get injured, you know what I'm saying? So decided to get my little Goku on with the deep leg stretches. If you're on Dragon Ball Z, you see Goku's always doing these type of stretches with the legs. I kind of hate these at times, but it's like I know they're needed. So it's like, hey, let me warm up my legs a little bit. Then I do not recall what these particular leg warm-ups are called. I seen a whole lot of women who love focusing on lower body days, on leg day, do these, and I find myself being obsessed with them as well because I love the feeling that I get in my hamstrings from a warm-up. So then today I decided to practice my elbow lever. Yeah, you peep, that girl who's walked by me like what she see. Anyways, I like to test out my balance strength to see like how well my elbow lever has been, because that's like the prerequisite to a plank. Because eventually I want to get to a full-blown plank, but I'm not there yet, so I gotta keep working on it. You know, I like to let me practice my static skills real quick, see if I still got those. So my handstands is not the best, but I can still get a handstand. Another goal would be to be able to hold that handstand without the wobbling and the shift of weight. Yeah. So then we get into this dumb is not a superset, it is really just a jump squat. My dumb butt thought that I could get that 60-inch vertical. You know, I was feeling very confident, so I wanted to try it. But yeah, as you can see, I came out short. And part of the fear is, you know, me getting to the top, me landing, but then find myself falling back and hurting myself. And I don't want to hurt myself because I've done that before. And it's not a good feeling. You land, but then you find yourself falling short and falling backwards and hurting your lower back. Anyway, so then after that set of jump squats, I go into medicine ball throws. And cranking out 20 of those on each arm can be very time consuming. So that's why I had to speed this up, because this took me like maybe 5 minutes to do 20 reps on both sides. But it's very essential for like punching power and also working out your core. And since, you know, to throw an effective punch, you got to use your hips. Anybody who does any type of boxing training, they were told, you know, use your hips. So add the medicine ball, you get yourself some little power. And yeah, we all want a little power, we also want some core. So then I superset that with this is like a makeshift kettlebell swing, because then this particular gym, they didn't have the kettlebell swing, so I had to improvise and use dumbbells. Then after that, after 3 sets of those, I go into my last superset, which is backflips and plyo push-ups. Because, yeah, I like to incorporate some skills into my strength training, and I love backflips. I love being able to do backflips, so I superset those backflips in with the plyo push-ups, because we want to get athletics and aesthetics. Yeah. So on this particular day, I would go straight into my capoeira training, my martial arts training. But on this particular day, I ended up getting caught up playing basketball for like 2 hours. So that's why you see my shirt is like super drenched. Cause if you play basketball, especially if you play a game of 21 where you're actually playing and not just sitting around hearing people complain and cry about technicals and all that jazz. Because if you ever did a pickup game before, you know how like dudes will like stop a whole game for like 15 minutes and start complaining and crying. At that point, you're no longer warmed up. You're no longer getting a workout. You're done. So yeah, I ended up doing a whole like a long round of 21, and that which I won. I didn't get the receipts, but I ain't gonna lie, I won that game. You can see it on my shirt. I put in effort. So after that, that's when I ended up doing my capoeira training, and I was tired. Like all the energy I could have had to go towards this, it went away when I did my basketball training. So yeah, I was tired, but because I wanted to get my workout in the way I wanted to, I still thugged it out. It wasn't the cleanest of capoeira, but I still did it. Also, I wanted to get the punch bag at first, but there was a class going on, so I didn't do it in capoeira. But long and behold, right when I finished my capoeira training, the room was open, so I ended up getting some bag work in. So yeah, decided to get a couple rounds in with the bag. 3-minute rounds, 1-minute break. A little mixed shift Muay Thai, because again, I don't specifically know Muay Thai to the point that I can call myself a Muay Thai pro or call myself Danny Bell. If you're a real Muay Thai fan, you'll know who Danny Bell is. The GOAT. Anyways, yeah, 3 minutes, 3-minute rounds. I like to incorporate a little bit of, just power drills as well as technique. The technique is just so I can, brushing on my skills. And when I'm focused on power punches or power kicks, that's mainly to give myself a little cardio, a little hit cardio aspect to it, because I want to get a little cardio in. I need to get shredded for the summer, not just for summer, but for all year round. But seeing that summer's around the corner, let me get my cardio in. And plus, punching the bag is definitely a good stress relief. So if you're having like a bad day, instead of punching a person, you could punch a bag. With the exception unless you're punching someone inside an octagon or inside a square and you get paid for it. Shoot. I always make the joke saying if I gotta fight somebody, if I gotta punch somebody, it's only gonna be in the ring, in the octagon, and I'm getting paid for it. Anyways. So yeah, one of my rounds I ended up, let me start incorporating some capoeira, because I don't want to completely just neglect all of my capoeira just because I'm punching the bag. So let me incorporate all my skills. You know what I'm saying? A little Bruce, mixing with a little Eddie Gordo. For all my Tekken fans out there who get that reference, I salute to you nerds. And again, also here, I was a bit tired and don't mind the sweat staying on my butt. Let you know again, because I play basketball super hard, so of course when you work out hard, you're gonna sweat. If you ain't sweating, you ain't working. And I was working. And like at this point, it had been like 3-4 hours in the gym. I normally usually only spend like maybe 2 hours in the gym, but on this particular day, because I had all the time to myself, I was like, let me enjoy myself in the gym. Like, yes, I would prefer to do 2 hours, but I'll still enjoy the 2 hours. And again, after bag work, I hit the treadmill, which I did not record because I'm not going to bore you with 45 minutes of me just watching, of me walking and watching YouTube videos. So then I go straight into my splits. Now there's a clip that I did not post on this but you can kind of see what I was going through in this particular clip here. And as I ended up finding myself dealing with a little abdominal cramp as I was trying to split, and that shit hurts. Like, it was weird. Like, it scared me for a little bit. I'm like, oh god, I've never experienced this before. So after I laid down a little bit, calm myself down a little bit, I was able to like get back into my split form, to my split flow, I should say. Get back to my split flow. Keep my flexibility going, because that's one of the things I do not want to get rid of or lose. So let me get my split on. Let me make like a banana and split. Also, I hope you like the little beat switch transition. By the way, I made both of those beats. I do make music. So that's Wednesday. And Thursday, another skills/cardio based day. Today I did some parkour. I only got this bit of footage because I only got to work on like one flow, which was pretty dope. It was nice to get back into the parkour flow of things. So that was Thursday. And then Friday, another gym sesh. Warm up per usual. Always warming up. Every time I've had that pole, I always find myself feeling like I'm doing a little ninja workout, or feeling like I'm Wong Kei-ing or Wong Fei-hong. If you're a kung fu movie buff, you'll know what I'm referencing. I could have easily said Donatello, but I don't want to do that because I don't know anybody who don't know who the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are. I mean, if you don't know who they are, then you are Uncle Swine. You need to fix that. And Raphael's to go. Anyways, so yeah, upper body warm up with the poles, and the lower body warm up with the leg swings, per usual. Greasing the groove. I low-key didn't need to show you this, but because I wanted to show you how much I'm working, so I have receipts to show that I'm putting that work in. After the warm up, static skill training, so I still got that elbow lever. Because that's one of those bodyweight skills that I definitely am proud of myself being able to do. Eventually, like I previously mentioned, the next goal would be a full-blown planche. After the elbow lever, let me get those handstands in. And my issue with my handstands is they could be very inconsistent. Like one day you could hold it for like 30 seconds, and the next day you can barely hold it for 3 seconds. Anyways, after I did that, I go straight into the weightlifting session, or the multifunctional strength session, which this superset we got deadlifts. I would mix up between either full-blown deadlifts or deadlift isometrics, because I like to be able to lift heavy, but I have no desire to get any bigger. So low reps on the heavy deadlifts, and then superset it again with pull-ups. And my pull-ups can be inconsistent too at times too, because some days I can do 15 for 3 reps. Sometimes another days it'd be 15, 10, 8. It can get that low, and I be hating myself for it at times. But instead of hating myself and being all woe is me, what we do, we keep working at it. So I do 3 sets of those. And my next superset will be these jump lunges, which again kind of more correlated with helping with martial arts strength and having power on my legs. So I do about 8 reps of those. Then I superset that with decline push-ups. Like I believe the minimum, I would say the minimum I go for is like 20 reps. Cause I love me some push-ups. And again, because like I said, I do for lower body, I go for power, so low reps, high weight, high weight, heavyweight, and for the upper body, low-ish weight, but a lot of reps. So after 3 sets of those, I go into my last superset of the day, which are these windshield wipers. I learned these again from Will Brooks. There's another way you can do these windshield wipers. It's on the pull-up bar, but because my core strength ain't necessarily there just yet, and I still want to get more bang for my buck, I do these on the floor. So I'm still working on controlling the movement and not just necessarily swinging my legs back and forth, because then I wouldn't be feeling it in my core. I'll just be feeling it in my legs. Also make sure that I try to keep my upper body stable. Then I superset that with lateral raises to work, crank it out on the shoulders. Look at those biceps, look at those shoulders. Just nice. Just imagine after I crank out, I drop down it's like 10 to 8% body fat, how much more juicy those arms looking. Anyways, so after that superset of 3 sets of those, I go into my martial arts training. And on this day, again, I couldn't go into the boxing classroom because there was a class. So like, hey, let me get my Eddie Gordo on and work out my capoeira skills. I like to try to work on my freestyle game and my improvisation game. But one of the key components of capoeira is like constant movement and constant flow. And the particular style of capoeira I study is Angola, which is more flowy. So after that, again, treadmill 45 minutes. I am not recording this, so do not ask me to record myself walking on the treadmill for 45 minutes. We all look the same doing it, whether it be on the incline or not. After that, again, splits training, because I refuse to lose my flexibility. As you can see, I work on both sides. Fun fact, my right side is my weak side because I had problems in my right, so I'm not as flexible with the right leg going forward. But as you can see, I still get a decent split. Sadly, I'm not all the way down just yet. But I'm not gonna try to push myself too far because I ain't trying to cause too many problems on that leg. So you see, let me get my other leg. My left leg is my stronger leg, so I'm more optimal to be able to go all the way down, or closer to all the way down, with the left leg going forward. I'm so proud of myself being able to hit these splits at my semi-old age. Power pose in 3, 2, 1. Superman. And that's Friday's workout for you. And Saturday, another cardio type of day or skills day. Did some parkour training outside. Only got a little one flow in, but hey, I got it in. Look at that side flip. Look at that wall flip though. Hey. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that video and liked seeing me in action as I acquire my desire to become Baki. Anyways, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this with your friends, share this with any other anime fans who like to work out. Also, in the midst of me editing this video, I'm no longer doing that workout regimen. I had to switch it up because summer's around the corner and I gotta make some tweaks, if you know what I'm saying. So if that's something you want me to share as well, let me know in the comment section down below. Until then, I'll see you next time.